Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear over here in the house. And I'm getting set up for my live stream coming up at 9 o'clock Eastern. That's right, 9 o'clock Eastern. So let's get open for business here and wake up the football gods. Man, there is so much stuff that is going on here. Josh Norman, as well as three other players, got released by the Redskins. We heard about Phillip Rivers, who's able to go look for a deal. Andy Dalton is ready. They're basically saying, we want to make it easy for you to find someplace else because they're trying to save some money and look at drafting a quarterback. We heard about Matthew Stafford and things. There's a lot of moving parts because come the 18th of March, a little over a month from now, the league year starts, but it doesn't really ever end. People are being signed right now. People are talking about trades. You are seeing movement all around with the NFL. I don't even know why they call it an off season anymore. Now, here's the thing that is really earth shattering that's hardly being covered. I've been talking about it for a while here, and it is the CBA. The current CBA goes until the end of this season coming up. But the NFL is pushing hard to try and get this thing done. From what I had talked to players and things, they don't want that 17 game schedule. But the NFL sure has sweetened the pot with some things that the players really and truly want. And what was thought to be dead on arrival they were supposed to vote on it last Thursday, to having league wide conference calls with the players by divisions, and now they're talking about possibly voting next Thursday. And the NFL is hoping to have this deal in place by the league year starting on March 8th, which is so different from what happened before. But understand how this will change so many things. For example, Randy Gregory, the great mystery that is, the enigma that is Randy Gregory. We know that he failed a drug test at the combine and proceeded to fail many, many more. And it seems like, when you can't stay off the weed, the NFL is going to get you. But could it be that Randy Gregory would get another chance because one of the goodies that the players would get if they have the 17 game schedule added with more playoff teams and two less preseason is weed smoking? That testing would be gone. So could you see a guy like David Irvin who said, you know what, I just like to smoke weed? Would that guy consider wanting to come back? As he put it, he has more talent than most people just rolling out of bed than people who work at it. If that was no longer an issue, would somebody like him want to come back, David Irvin? And Randy Gregory, because see, we saw the NFL reinstate like Orlando McClain and some other guys who had been suspended for weed, although they didn't catch all the teams, but they were able to because clearly the NFL started kind of backing away from the time that they said with the NFL Players Association they'll start doing studies and things. You knew, or at least I knew, that this was going to be one of the things that you offer to the Players Association to try and help you get what you really want. And see, that's where any relationship has to be a give and a take. And this thing, it's getting close. It is really getting close. And how else it may affect the players and the current negotiations is that clock over here. That Cowboys clock, it's ticking. I sat here a year ago and said, get Dak Prescott's deal done. Because the longer you wait, the more it's going to cost you. And had we done it last year, we'd been under $30 million a year for a franchise quarterback, which would be chump change. But here's the big problem for Jerry Jones and crew. And when it happens, I want you to say, damn, Mark, you were right again. At least, see, I know how you guys are. You guys will go through and you will trash me. You will tell me I'm an idiot and everything else and things. And when I'm right, you won't give me the credit for being there. I told you guys, the fourth year of a quarterback typically is their greatest year, or there's not the greatest year, but the year that they take a major step forward. That's why we came up with the whole power of four. I look back at statistics of most quarterbacks: Troy Aikman, Tony Romo, Big Ben Roethlisberger, Russell Wilson. All of these quarterbacks, when they get, they have a sophomore slump, where things kind of go backwards. But that fourth year is the year that things just blow up and they go on to another level. And that's what I said. Now, you guys won't give me credit for saying that, but let's be honest. Dak Prescott, 1,200 yards more, what, 5 more, 6 more passing TDs, a yard and a half more per pass. Those are things that were correct. Now, here's the thing. Super Bowl MVP, Pat Mahomes. Kansas City wants to get his deal done, and they say as soon as the collective bargaining agreement is done, and the reason why they're saying that is because they know another one of those little kiddie things that are going to happen with the collective bargaining is the players' compensation will rise. They're going to get a higher percentage, and it will start right now. So that means there will be more money added to the cap, which the Kansas City Chiefs need right now to sign Pat Mahomes because they only have $13 million. If they try and sign him without getting a little more relief, they're going to have to restructure or release some guys to sign him. What they're talking about is an additional $5 billion over 10 years for the players. If you average that out, and some years are going to be more than others, and it probably won't be that high, but that's basically $15 million a year more on the cap. But if the Cowboys wait for Pat Mahomes and Deshaun Watson, who's waiting for Pat Mahomes to get it, that franchise tag that you guys keep saying, just put him on the tag, is going to cost a lot more than the 33 that it currently is now. And certainly, if you wait till next year after Pat Mahomes and Deshaun Watson get their deals, as well as some of the other quarterbacks, 35 is going to be the new 25 because it'll be in the 40s. So keep an ear to this. Keep looking for this collective bargaining agreement because it is huge. And I'm telling you guys, the best thing for the Dallas Cowboys, I've been saying it for quite a while now, is sign Dak, use the franchise tag on Amari Cooper, and then maybe the transition tag on Byron Jones. This way, you keep your numbers in line, you're able to sign other players, keep the ones that you want to keep, and are in a place that hopefully you can do some winning. All right, guys, I'll see you in about 2 hours here. You guys, I'll see you here in about 2 hours on the Joe Boo Sports Report. See you then.